Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Welcome back. We got another one for you today. So today is a historical day in crypto for the simple fact that in the United States, they just approved the ETF, Bitcoin ETF. So that's very, very big in the upcoming future for Bitcoin. So right now we're going to take a look at the market. And as you can see, the market cap sitting around $1.7 trillion. That's expected to go up in the upcoming weeks or even months. And even more so exciting is the Bitcoin halving is 105 days away, as you can see here. Bitcoin halving countdown clock, 105 days, 6 hours, 15 minutes, and 2 seconds before the block's halving. So let's get right into it. As you can see here, we got DENT pulled up because I wanted to talk about some news that they got going on right now. And the price action is sitting at 0.001195, up 13.66% today and climbing. And we think this is going to do absolutely well in the upcoming bull run. We already been covering DENT relentlessly on this channel, and deservingly so, because they've been making some progress, and that's what we want to talk about. So I'm gonna get right to it. We go over to their Twitter handle, and we got some news for you for DENT. And as you can see, this post is January 9th. So today's the 10th. That was yesterday. And you can see right here, the launch of DENTNet, and that's just going to be super big. This is absolutely going to be big for DENT as they move closer to being the #1 in digital eSIM as a digital eSIM carrier. And by the way, they did move over to Polkadot to handle, I think, transactions and things of that nature on the chain. So I think they're going in the right direction. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up this post, see if there's anything. Really, it's just simply like a little.
Paste the address into our Explorer. Here you find the latest transactions of this DENTNet address. Now let's go back to the voice section. We pick a phone number to call. Then we tap on the Add More Voice Minutes button. We select the 100 minutes package and confirm the purchase by tapping on the Pay Now button. We get a confirmation in the app, and this order is now processed on DENTNet. Let's check this transaction in our Explorer. It will pop up in the next seconds. You can see the name of the transaction here. And here is our voice minute purchase. We can click on it to get more information and details about the transaction, like the block number and the signature. Introducing the upcoming DENTNet Explorer. Let's first check.
So that's a little example of what you can do with this DENTNet Explorer. They continue to build on DENT, so I'm very confident about the DENT ecosystem and what they're going to develop as far as providing those services. Now, there's a lot of other cryptos that have top-up services and things of that nature. You can buy data minutes, but they are typically like an add-on into their ecosystem. So that's not their primary focus, where this for DENT is their primary focus. And the way they're going about servicing those people to up to a point to even, the unused portions of the data that you buy, you can resell back into the DENT market. So it's like you can recycle your unused minutes for DENT, which I think is going to change the game for DENT if they can pull this off as far as having people utilize the app for data when they're on vacation internationally, or even in some countries where it's difficult to buy data, you know, they can use DENT services. So that'll be interesting to watch. Right now, like I said, DENT is 0.001193. I'm looking for DENT to push to a penny and better. So, you know, they still have some ways to go. With that being said, let's move on to the next. So let me close some of these boxes. Let's move on to the next one. And the next one that I want to talk about is Zen Crypto. So I've been in this crypto for about a year, a little bit, maybe over a year. And the growth, like out of all the cryptos I can say about Zen, out of all the cryptos that I've been in, Zen has been the most fastest developing and building and scaling out of their ecosystem, and informative as far as like they put out a ton of instruction and information about like a lot of their products, you know, and that's like for people who like to data crunch, that'll you know, that'll onboard those people because that'll pique their interest, that is so informative and there's so much information to digest that they can go through, sort through, and then in that aspect, learning the aspects of the ecosystem and getting involved that way. So I think they're going to be like faster to onboard a lot of retail users who just want to use crypto and get involved and just do something with it, learn how to do something with it. The price of entry is so, you know, it has a nice broad scale to where, you know, if you ain't really trying to inject hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know, you pretty much just want to put in a few dollars, you can do that by doing the same by doing some of the same functions that you can do on the most expensive aspect of the Zen ecosystem, which is usually Ethereum, you know. So they have other chains you can pretty much do practice. Some would say, you know, if you want to practice a strategy of how you can create a miner or build out a miner to reward you the native token, you can do that on, you know, really cost efficient chains that's like mad cheap for you to do that on. And then when you get really confident in what you know what you produce or intellectually engineered, you can transfer that energy into a more lucrative chain that perhaps is, you know, will pay out better. But I say all that to say they got so many different apps. All I've been doing on this chain is minting, burning, and staking in that order. That's pretty much it, you know. Like those three things, that's all I've been doing. I've been a few months out and you know, wait, and then you claim, you burn, and you stake your rewards from your burn and earn rewards for the stake rewards that you earn from burning and claiming, which it just comes full circle. So this is this guy's the creator of Zen. This is his crypto page, Twitter page. You can usually go here and find the latest information. So right now, what they got up here is the onboarding for the new chain that I think. So I'm starting to see like a narrative of like a lot of different chains are about to fork over and become new. So for this year, there's gonna be like a lot of new chains that come out, as well as fork chains that's out already, but they're upgrading to better chains and things of that nature. So a lot of 2024 is going to be relaunching of new chains and new chains just outright coming out. So right now you can see this X1 Zen is this X1 token or blockchain is going to be coming out soon. And this form right here is for, people who are new to the chain and want to participate in maybe what I think a big airdrop of some sort. And it's also for people who already been in it, like myself and others who been in it, maybe for a year and better. They can come on this form and put in information to, uh, I guess, receive an airdrop. So if you're into that, you can check this out on this Twitter page. I think that might be of interest to some Zenians that might watch this video. And let's move right along to another crypto that I wanted to discuss that kind of go hand in hand with Zen in some aspect because uh yeah. So and that's this crypto right here, which is PulseChain. Now you can see right now it's up 24%. It's been ripping since it's been about 0.405 or 4 in that area. It just came from, you can see right here. Um, so a lot of people call this crypto a scam because of the creator being very controversial and the way he handles the business of this blockchain and its cryptos. And the fact that the SEC is kind of suing them or doing something with them where they want to hold him accountable for some things that they feel he might have done in regards to how he launched and participated as a owner of the crypto. But that's gonna come out one way or another. It's nothing that you can do. But when it just comes to outright um whether or not that this crypto is like a legitimate um how can I put it? Like a legitimate blockchain and the functionality is working and pretty much everything this guy has said and what he's building, trying to build and stuff like that, it's actually been kind of accurate, contrary to the headlines that's come out about him and the trouble he's in with with the SEC and everything. The blockchain is working the way it's supposed to work. It's actually decentralized in some aspects. Now, I don't really know for sure because I'm just really coming into this crypto as far as figuring out a way that I can earn some of this pulse chain that's supposed to be locked away and or up for grabs, should I say, to participants of the chain or whatever the case may be. So um yeah, so just in my journey so far, what I've learned about it, they do have a big community, like a big hex community, which is all a post chain and post X community. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna get the native token, which is hex, which brought everybody together, and not support the younger two tokens in post chain and post X. No matter how which way you want to say it, which is number one, two, or three, or however you want to put it. Obviously, hex would be the number one in that trio, right? But the community is kind of like off the hinges about how they crypto with their hex post chain and post X and what they like how they just you know one thing I look at when I'm looking at these cryptos is can mass adoption take place? And regardless to what anybody say, you want your crypto to have an opportunity to be massively adopted because you want people to use it. And that's what's gonna bring money into the ecosystem. And, I don't know, I don't understand how they just operate under this, like in this bubble of not caring whether or not the crypto gets mass adoption. Now, I understand it could be a touch of arrogance in thinking that the technology is so well built that people are just going to go in. But at this moment, you got that cloud of the SEC and how they feeling about the the owner and the production of the cryptos that can take effect to it. So, it's just going to be interesting to see, but that's not going to stop. Like a real crypto vet is not going to stop um watching this one because of a little heat, you know, because they can be wrong too, and that could be the case. So I'm watching this one.